In Kingdom Come Deliverance, there are a multitude of mechanics to understand and master. At times, the game alludes to them, but the majority of the time you're left to figure them out on your own through experimentation. With so many veiled intricacies and secrets, we've compiled tips to help you on your journey through the medieval Kingdom of Bohemia. As you expect, food is an essential resource to have on you at all times. But like real food, it can go stale and eventually become rotten, with the exception of dried meats and fruits. But otherwise, every crust of bread and stray apple you collect will turn rotten if you're not paying attention. So keep an eye on the appropriate meter when browsing your inventory for a bite to eat. If you slip up and eat some bad eggs, you can develop food poisoning. And the last thing you need when you're wearing full plate armor is a dippy tummy. Saving often may seem like a trivial thing to point out for a guide like this, but during our first few hours of the game, we were shocked with how paramount it is to do so. Kingdom Come is prone to occasional quest-breaking bugs, so saving at regular intervals ensures that you'll only have to backtrack a few minutes should something force you to reload a save. If you're wealthy enough to afford them, or you're adept at alchemy, you can get some savior schnapps. Drinking these means you should have no problem saving whenever you're feeling satisfied with your progress. But otherwise, keep a mental map of nearby beds so you can easily save for free whenever you feel the time is just right. Although don't overdo the save by sleep method. Henry is only allowed so many hours of sleep per day, and you may need those hours for healing purposes. Psst, PC players, if saving's getting you down, you guys can just download this mod that allows infinite saves. Sorry, console players. When battling foes kitted out in plate armor, you'll notice that sharp blades are generally ineffective. That is unless you're strategically targeting the unprotected areas like forearms, legs, and faces. That just won't work when there are times when you're facing enemies that are decked out in plate from head to toe. In these moments, you'll be better off using a blunt weapon instead, like a mace or a warhammer. Against a plated out knight, it'll deal far more damage than any sharp blade. If you're approaching an enemy, try peppering them with arrows before they notice you. If you're lucky or just a skilled archer, you can take one with a shot to the eye, especially if they don't have a helmet, while his friends run up on you. Also, you can quickly damage foot soldiers with handheld weapons while on horseback. For example, you can fire an arrow at an enemy while continually keeping your distance from them. These tactics might not be the most flashy, but they can be effective during the beginning when you lack the equipment needed to stand a chance. If you want to increase your odds of survival in battle, keeping your sword sharp is essential. To sharpen your blade, head to any blacksmith and look for the nearby grindstone. The directions will vary depending on the control scheme you're using, but you need to keep the angle and pressure on the sweet spot. You're looking to make sparks to keep your weapon sharp. If you're seeing smoke, slow down. You're doing more damage to your blade. Once it's clean and shiny, well, head out and make it dirty all over again. If you want to enter a human or a bandit camp without being attacked, try stealing their armor and posing as one of them. However, be careful they don't get suspicious. If they ask you what's going on and you haven't learned their language, they'll easily see through your disguise. Keep your interactions few and far between while in disguise, and only commit to the crime when no one else is watching. Throughout your adventure in the Kingdom of Bohemia, you'll sometimes run into scholars. While they don't have much to offer you in terms of advancing your skills on their own, they can teach you how to read. If you've got a bunch of books accumulating in your inventory, now you can read them to acquire bonuses to your various skills like combat and alchemy. Just head to a bed or a reading spot, sit yourself down, pick up a good book, and study away. Those are some brief tips that should help you get by a bit easier in Bohemia. We have a video covering the combat-focused tips, so make sure you check that out if you're struggling in fights, and if you have any tips of your own, be sure to share them in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and for any more Kingdom Come Deliverance coverage, stay tuned to GameSpot.com.